addiction starts in the brain. It is a dysregulation primarily of dopamine, where there is some belief that that dysregulation is from birth. So that means that folks that are susceptible to addiction probably are susceptible from the time that their first days on earth. By far the most common substance that people are entering treatment for is still alcohol. It has always been alcohol. Alcohol is the most commonly treated drug of abuse in treatment centers. I think in my private practice, when I see clients that have substance use issues, alcohol is the primary substance. That's not to say that most folks that have moderate to severe addiction usually are polysubstance users, meaning that they're using multiple drugs at one time. And it may not be that they're using all of them at the same rate or prevalence. They might choose a drug that fits better for their lifestyle, but then they're also using other substances when there's an absence of the drug that they would prefer. But alcohol by far is what creates the most issues, sort of in society legally, and just from an accident prevalence rate, looking at that, alcohol is still number one. I think that if we look at like social norming theory, for instance, that basically says that people tend to assess or have beliefs about what behavior looks like in a specific place. And a good example of that would be a university or college. A freshman student who is coming into a college experience for the first time may have expectations before they ever get there. They may have expectations about what drug and alcohol use looks like. They might think, there's lots of drinking and there's lots of partying in college. And that is sort of a belief system that we have in the country. And so they may overestimate the amount that people are drinking and using, and because of that overestimation, that might cause them to actually overuse a substance. They're trying to equalize with what they think the norm is, what the expectation should be. But what we've seen in the research is that when those expectations are counteracted with correct data, for instance, most freshmen would come in and they would give you a percentage of how much drinking is going on in the university, whatever university they're going into. It is almost always an overestimation of the actual reality of how much alcohol use is happening in that environment. And so they rise to the occasion and they drink more because they think that that's what they're supposed to do. But when they're provided with the facts that, oh, no, it's a pretty moderate number, or it's not as much as you think, it decreases their behavior. So I think that peer pressure is problematic in the sense that I think folks are susceptible to wanting to fit in and want to meet the expectations of the culture that they're going into. But it is, again, not a cause of addiction or not a cause of substance abuse. It is sort of a byproduct of it.